glasses back on.
I mean, I could put my glasses back on, but it's the principle of the thing. I don't know what that principle is. But you're a teacher,
not a principal. But you're a teacher, not a principal, right?
Yeah, there was one time where, I guess because of some conferences I'd gone to, I got on a list, and I started getting catalogs addressed to my name and then principal, and whatever crime I committed to be punished as such, I hereby repent and promise it will never happen again. That you could not pay me enough. I am so glad that I see my retirement on the horizon line. I will not take an administrative role. I am upset that I'm a department chair. But the other guy doesn't want it either. So I can't pawn it off on him.
Darn.
I keep offering and he runs. Yeah, this whole conversation is being recorded.
I thought so. Ouch.
Which might be why I didn't mention actual names.
Uh-huh. That makes sense, yes.
Fun fact, you know how sometimes you talk to yourself and say, dang it, my name here. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that or whatever. I've learned recently I say Crash instead of my actual first name.
Oh, dear.
This is why I'm called Beth online. Because my online handle is Archangel Beth.
I mean, I don't do a very good job of...
I was like, yeah.
That works, and I don't do a very good job of hiding my first name. But fortunately, there's a lot of us.
Yeah. I mean, there's okay, not only is there more of me, but one of them went to the same school for at least a semester, the same college. Okay. I got 2 phone calls for her. One of them was apologizing for apparently stealing her boyfriend, and the other one was boring. It was just that she had some books at the place to pick up. Weirder, she was in my voting district.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to narrow the search down by searching for Beth McCoy, author.
There's another one of those. There's another one of those.
I know.
And
I know. That's why I said it.
That. Yeah, I'm
there's
annoyed.
more than one person with my name who's a photographer, and there's more than one person with my name who's a teacher. There's also someone with my name who plays professional football. So, their name shows up first. I'm safe.
Reasonable. Welcome to GURPS Wars, a tangential, wait, a homebrew GURPS Star Wars game with Crash and Ely and Eo. And tonight, I want to start off with a question from one of our listeners, because people are asking send things. And this is one reason you couldn't, subscribe to one of the feeds that allows comments like Patreon or whatever, because it's got a question for Sen. The people want to know, do you plan to adopt your own personal and highly modified mouse droid to do your bidding? Please don't run me through with the red plasma. Thanks. And that's from, do I say the name, Crash?
He goes by either, but that was Paul.
Okay, that was Paul.
First of all, I'm offended that you think I'd stab you for asking a reasonable question. I stab unreasonable people.
You haven't stabbed me yet, though. Am I on a list?
For my sins, you're my friend.
I have conflicting emotions, but please continue answering the question.
Well, I'm not really a droid modification person. I've done it. I've had to do it a few times. But if I had a mouse droid, I'd probably just tape a lightsaber to it.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Behold, Lord Stabby!
Oh no. We've talked about air duct Roombas before. I'm just imagining looking at an air duct in a warehouse where the ducts are visible and there's a lightsaber blade sticking out of the side of one, slowly going down the entire air duct length until the whole bottom falls out.
You broke the GM. Lord Stabby.
This must become canon. We must find a mouse droid and have a logical reason for attaching a lightsaber to it with space duct tape or something else and then letting it loose. I don't care which trio or quintuple or whatever group we have. It doesn't even have to be GURPS Wars. It could be another game entirely. We need a Roomba with a lightsaber.
Beep, 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 beep.
Wait, why are we doing that? We've got both sounds.
Because I don't want to use, yeah. Because I like to say pip, 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 pip.
Oh, you can play this at the same time.
But I like saying beep, 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 beep.
Okay. Yep. You know what? That's valid. That is 100% valid.
Oh,
Let's
God,
see if I can get all the
my
three of these at the
eyes.
same time.
I gotta wipe my eye.
Yes. The mouse droid is
Congrats.
twice as long as the saber sounds.
Well done. Well done, whoever got them. Okay.
All right. So for the record, I put my glasses back on. We are 7 minutes into the recording. We have answered one listener question and laughed out loud for the rest of the time.
Yes. I'm just sad that it doesn't hear
I am
all of my
editing
chortling.
none of this out. Oh, no. No, the chortling has come through. The chortling,
Okay.
Discord has learned.
No, it
It's-
looked like it was.
Whichever
What
Discord
is-
representative listens in on these for quality control purposes, because we all know Discord cares that much, has heard your laments and cranked down the filtering volume on you specifically.
Well, I sure hope so. Oh.
We will now hear
Yes,
every
Dickens.
cough, every sneeze, and every Discord chime.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's a chimes that I don't want to hear.
That's why I brought it
If I
up.
want to hear a
But-
Discord chime, I'll put it on the soundboard. Dickens, do you want
Oh,
some?
Ellie, yes. Lord Stabby is eventually referred to as Darth Stabby, the 13th member of the Dark Council. There's a council meeting. All the other 12 members are sitting in their chairs. As the meeting goes on, we hear a and every now and then one of the council members is just noticeably shorter in their chair.
Well, fortunately, it would take a while because their thrones are extremely throne-like and rather above the floor level.
They're
so...
Kingdom Hearts chairs, is what you're saying.
Hmm?
The-
I didn't
there's-
catch.
There's scenes in Kingdom Hearts where people are sitting in very tall chairs. I have never played the game, but I have seen stills of those scenes. So that's what I'm thinking of now. And yes, that would work really well because they'd be less likely to notice the Roomba, they're down on ground level because it is literally beneath them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and
I
just
mean,
every now and then
who
their chair
else
gets
is-
melted slightly.
who else is going to do the council? Apprentice, why are you asking that mouse droid's opinion on this serious matter?
It's a member of the
It's
Dark
Dark
Council,
Council.
isn't it?
No, I am a member of the Dark Council. That is a droid.
Are you sure?
Valrod, back me up on this.
Personally, I value Darth Stabby's council highly. I'm surprised you haven't noticed it at council gatherings.
I love that
Oh,
Ellie scripted this so
silence.
darn fast, and then we just fit into these roles and read it out loud. I love it. And dear listeners, if you ask us questions on any venue where you are able to ask us questions, you
Like Patreon.
too, like Patreon, yes, definitely Patreon. Also YouTube, because these do go live on YouTube. Or I do believe we might have an email address, cogwheel@aaronbsmith.com. I want to say that email address works. It either works or it sends all emails sent to it into the void. I'll have to check.
But yes, you could send us questions, send the characters questions, and there's a
And-
non-zero chance that we will actually use this to delay to our usual start time.
Yes. There's a chance that you will delay the actual plot moving forward for a good half hour or so as we riff off of things that were tangentially related. Also keep in mind
took
that we're recording way in advance.
Yeah, well, so you might have to wait a little while. Yeah, something that Antuxa, Sen owes me a stabbing from when we first met and I mind tricked them. It's okay. I won't hold it against them. I was bad and they're allowed one.
Says the person who can heal themselves.
Yeah. Shall we start the actual game?
You don't think I'd allow a stabbing from someone if I couldn't heal myself?
I mean, you're
Besides,
also good at mind
we're on
tricks.
we're on an off-planet adventure. I'm always getting stabbed on these things.
I don't think I've stabbed you yet on this one.
No, I haven't taken. I don't think I've taken any damage at all.
Well,
I've barely spent fatigue.
we'll see how this works.
Haven't gotten to throw lightning at anyone.
Yet.
End of the arc.
In fact, the most impressive thing I did, Rand did.
I don't know. You terrorized the cop.
I don't know what you're talking
that's
about.
true.
I didn't even lift a finger. Okay, maybe one finger. Just the one finger. No, not that finger. I'm not crass.
And your hands weren't even occupied. Your drinks were all the way over there.
Now I'm angry again. Perfectly good drink, and I
The
didn't
mob
get to
interfered
finish
with
it.
your. Oh, you didn't get to finish your MRE.
For the
And water.
record, cogwheel at aaronbsmith.com is a forward-only address, but it does forward to the address that I use. So I will get it.
Ooh, excellent.
And if you actually pay to subscribe to the Patreon, you'll actually get these episodes in a reasonable amount of time. So you'll be able to ask questions based on the recent episodes rather than what we did 8 months ago.
Oh,
We have.
I don't have that kind of buffer. We're recording this in September. It goes live in December or January. Probably
Oh,
December.
no.
Well,
we'll
that's because somebody keeps bailing on Plus Ultra games.
Ellie's right. It was me. It wasn't me.
and took some. Be nice to your player.
Why should I? She only plays me one night a week.
Because it might be rather difficult for her to make you GM plus Ultra.
Don't complain too loud.
Well,
Tekla
that-
will step in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I mean, if I do step in, I'll just, well, you see, the thing is, I like all the characters in Plus Ultra, and they've already got so many interesting things happening with their bodies. I just want to watch for a while.
What's
My favorite part
interesting
about this is
I'm
you could
just
actually
sorry.
hear the gears in Ellie's head turning as she switched roles.
Mhm.
I love it.
That's why it's Cogwheel Gaming.
And I jumped in and talked right over you, Beth. I am so sorry.
That's all right. It's just Tamilin being a bit, well, she doesn't think there's anything odd about her body. She's just a sorry.
Yes, but I come from a universe where everybody is a human.
Oh, how
Um,
terribly boring for you. I'm so sorry. And I don't mean that as the pun entirely.
All right, not everybody. There
I was
are
going to
some.
say, you've got a kobold on your crew and you're in space?
There are some extraordinarily fascinating people who will not allow me to experiment on them.
Their tail grew back.
Oh.
Is growing back. And that wasn't my fault.
Not your
Anyway,
fault that it grew
I'm going to
back,
go
or
back.
not your fault that it came off?
I'm going to go back to adulterating craft services. You can have the other one.
Adulterating. Great.
Anyway,
What happened last time?
We won. We found out who the Ebony Veil was. There was a party all around.
Remember now?
All the mobsters reformed and came legit for real. And
Why would you want that to happen?
and we got 500 GURPS points to spend.
No.
That
No.
wasn't in your notes?
oh, that's right. And I think I bought a factory.
That
did
part is
kind
true.
of happen.
The factory might be true.
I think Darth Shardanak bought the factory, or did you buy the factory? I'm hazy on that.
Oh, no, I bought it on behalf of Dark Chardonnay.
You put in offers,
That's
I
going
recall.
to be an explanation we have to give.
I love that the
That's
joke of
right.
Darth Shardanak asking, why do I own a glass factory on Ord Mantell has become not a joke, but real.
It's certainly a fascinating thing, and at absolute worst, he can always sell it off to creditors somewhere, and but
Well, creditors are why I had to put in the offer.
right. It's probably a good thing there's an offer because eventually someone's going to discover that dead body up there. that your friends found.
Right. My
They're
friends
not
found
going
it
to-
while I was having a delightful conversation with a Mary Allen woman, whose name I
They're not-
still cannot remember.
Margot. Or Margot, possibly. Let me double check.
I am not going to say that over Crash again.
I'm going to blame latency and not computer latency, my brain latency.
Oh, yeah, it's Margot.
Well, I'm trying to give you time to talk now.
I've forgotten what I wanted to say because of embarrassment.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Brain
going to
latency.
sorry.
It happens to us all. No, I'm the one who's sorry. Really now. I thought we had that established earlier.
I thought you were at craft services.
One of the mice escaped. So, excuse me.
Question for Ellie. Do sorry unhinge their jaws to eat?
Some of them
It's
do.
It's a very personal question.
Also, I was really expecting you, Beth,
Hmm?
to follow that up with, Chatika is not food.
I missed it. I missed an option. Tamila
Hello?
does not eat talking meat either, I think.
It's not. Well, if it's inside you, it doesn't talk much.
True. But if it talks before she would be considering eating it, then, well, I mean, if she's heard it talk or heard members of that species talk, she would be a bit more cautious about chowing down.
Now I'm thinking of the Terry Pratchett novel about Maurice, the talking cat,
Oh, right.
where every time he
And the-
catches a
I mean-
mouse, because so many of his friends are talking mice, he's like, all right, I'll give you a chance. Say a word. Any word at all.
I mean, that's pretty valid.
Yeah.
So, you people found a body. Tell the audience, where did you find the body?
On the ground.
I will
I mean-
not make a reference to clue here.
Oh, please, please, feel free.
In the office with the unidentified blunt object. Except, the object wasn't there. But it was the
Mhm.
murder weapon.
Mm-hmm.
There was some voicemail.
There was some voicemail.
Mostly it was voicemail about he needed to, when was he going to make arrangements for the payment for such and such debt? I mean, if it weren't for the fact that someone hit him in the back of the head and then stabbed him, possibly after he was dead, but, I guess someone was being very thorough, you would think that, he might have been very tragically, debts, etc., stress.
Well, also,
But
now I'm paused. You were talking, and I said also at the same time. I was like, great. Now I'm doing it
go
again.
for it.
I will be silent.
Nope.
Oh.
No. Yours. Do the
He
also.
had a cut on his hand, like everyone else had cuts on their fingers, but he apparently was a bit too into it. That came out wrong. He was more energetic about the injury that he was giving himself. So it was a deeper cut, and it also looked a lot worse than what we'd seen before. Even before Antux's healing was applied to previous found injuries. Didn't die of that, unless he did.
Probably not.
I mean,
It
not
seems
directly.
well, there is that, who knows. And also then, as I recall, you got a phone call from one of your friends
Oh, yes.
in the underworld?
Dear Hurston, who was concerned because Boss Banpa had died. I say had died. That was maybe a bit passive. Had been murdered.
Presumably. There wasn't a
And-
mark on him.
Well, there were apparently marks on everybody around him.
That's true.
His last words were, "What are you going to do? Kill me mysteriously?"
Well, you don't know that, but it's entirely possible. Yes, all of his companions, their wounds, they had wounds, like, slashes and stabs, but they were all cauterized.
Darth Stabby strikes again.
I don't remember. Did Hurston say he was going to call the others, or did I?
I'm not sure either of you did.
Well, we talked about it anyway.
Mhm.
No, I called them. And
Right.
they were, yes, I contacted them and said, you should be very careful. And Sandcast said, okay, I'll hold up. And the
Correcty.
one whose name, Berekti, said, okay, I'll hold up. And
Basically.
Now we have to go. I don't know. I guess I have to go be bait or something.
You also got a call coming in as part of the that will probably show up. Honestly, let's see. What time is it? Are you in the evening yet?
I have no idea. You're the one who's running the game.
You're talking to someone who got to bed at 9 a.m. Yes,
I
for
know.
sleep.
Well, let's do the math. We went to the Thamog Enclave, and then we came back to the hotel. And then we went to the glass factory, and then we came back to the hotel. And while we were at the hotel, we got a call. While we were on the way back from the glass factory, we got a call from Hurston. And then I called Sandcass and Berekti. And, well, we were going to have lunch before the glass factory. And I don't know how long the glass factory took, probably an hour or so.
Probably.
So it's probably mid-afternoon by now.
Except I think that you went to the glass factory. Let's see. You went to the glass factory, and then you went to the Enclave, and then you went back to the glass factory.
Oh, is that all on the same day?
I think so.
Well, how many outfit changes have you had?
I think I've had an outfit change since the first glass factory. Because I was wearing the gold outfit.
Mm.
And now I'm wearing this diaphanous rainbow thing.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so there was an outfit change, and that was
Yes. And those happen at the top of the day, or when I specifically say so. And I haven't specifically said so. Because I like this outfit, and I want to be in it when I confront Ebony Vale.
Ah, well, you want to be in the rainbow outfit.
Yes, which means I may have to do some laundry.
Oh no. Horrors! Horrors!
Indeed, repeating an outfit may as well just wear one of your robes.
You could mix and match some of the ensembles. There are some similar color combinations there.
Oh, that's true.
Look,
actually, I probably will have at least. I probably at least will have sent the first outfit out to be cleaned, so I could rewear that. That would be interesting. I like that outfit.
Oh, did you include the note that this was dry clean only?
I included the threat that this was dry clean only.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose flowers will be in order for the next of kin.
I mean, that's only because it's a little bit damp outside, but I'm sure that the hotel can handle dry clean only. You are not in a completely shabby hotel. You're in a perfectly middle class hotel, as I recall.
Yes, in the finance district, I believe. And
yep,
we are there in the mid-afternoon. This hotel in very small letters.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you'll have to zoom in. Okay, it's mid-afternoon. You have had a productive day discussing finance, making an offer, finding a body, terrorizing a cop, discovering that the church is apparently wired to blow if you play the song wrong.
Look, we weren't planning on terrorizing the cop. It just happened as a happy, extra thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuxa almost got some free bullets.
I did, but we coordinated very well to stop that.
Ren lost 2 years of his life for that. But
poor Ran. So you've warned everyone to go to ground, and Tuxa has recalled, I think other people recalled as well, that there were some scribbles on the paper in the office there that Tuxa went in at one point. Yep.
2 are down.
Oh, what's his name crossed off?
There's a little star next to Sandcass, yeah.
Not Sandcass, the one who died.
Actually, no, he wasn't. He wasn't crossed off then.
I thought one of them was.
Not yet. Sandcass's name had a little dot by it.
Presumably because they already put that one in motion.
They hired Rent-A-Mob to do it, though.
Oh, I almost forgot. During the credits, we got a call from our friend at the Whispering Lantern.
Yes.
Saying that he thinks we may have gotten his mirror stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fun.
I think it actually got left on your voicemail. I think you may have gotten the call at a different time, and of course it was a stranger, so it went to voicemail. But yes.
Well, we should go talk to him
Well, in that case, let me load the map, just because I love loading the maps.
Okay, I understand why you like loading the maps, but I thought perhaps we should get consensus before we went over there.
I'm happy to follow your lead with this.
Sen, darling,
Yes,
what do you say to heading over to the Whispering Lantern and finding out why a mirror got stolen?
sounds like a good idea.
All right.
The player doesn't remember the
Now you may load the map.
as it loads. This player does not
And
remember the mirror actually getting stolen. I remember talking about pretending the mirror was stolen.
It happened during the credits.
Mhm.
We were all laughing. It may have slipped by. And until next time, this is Beth saying,
Mm-hmm. It's a shame that I
forgot-
can't make a little dotted line instead.
I forgot that on this map I'm wearing the sunglasses. On the other map I have the umbrella.
Sorry. You're the one who changes your icons all around.
I'm not complaining about this. I just forgot the sunglasses. It's been a little while.
Well, isn't it good for you to have it all restored? You get to the Whispering Lantern. There's signs that things have been rummaged around in, and signs that things have been put back on the shelves, or a table has been righted and put back where it's supposed to be. Basically, a lot of things look like they've been changed around, not quite haphazardly, but hastily. And there's the proprietor, who is sort of sitting at his desk and looking deep in thought as you come in.
I will make a mental note of anything that is out of place since the last time I was here.
Yes,
You don't
can
have
do
to
that.
tell me. I'm just making a mental note.
Okay, you make a mental note. It looks like somebody knocked some things, shuffled around in a few things, knocked some things over, and you will also note that the door into the personal quarters has apparently been, well,
Is it broken, or is it fixable broken?
it's
I mean, I might
get
not
a new
even know.
door
that.
broken. It's get a new door broken. Because there's a lock on it. Sometimes somebody wants to go to bed and they lock both doors. And the lock looks like someone took some kind of a cutting torch and just sort of cut it open.
For the record, it was like that when Rand got here. This door was not his fault.
And then, having disabled the door via cutting torch or something, it got shoved open and has basically been left that way. It does look like it got shoved open enough that someone could have manhandled something about the size of a mirror out the door. For that matter, when you come in, the front door also looks to have gotten roughly the same treatment, although not quite so well, obviously.
I don't suppose there was a working security camera.
There was.
Emphasis on was.
It got someone in hooded robes and a mask.
Barlow, darling, I'm so sorry.
I'm just glad that they didn't decide to come into my bedroom and murder me while I was sleeping. Would have
I
called
think we're
you.
all glad of that.
Yes, I would have called you sooner. But, well, I've been talking to the police because it's the only way that you could actually get the insurance to pay for the damage to the building, is to have the police come and agree that, yes, this sure is a damaged building here.
They broke in while you were here sleeping.
Yes, early this morning. Very early.
Are you okay?
Well, my best mirror that I paid rather a bit for has been absconded with, but yes, I'm okay. As I say, it's not like they broke into my bedroom, and even if it was right across the hall there, they wanted the mirror, and they wanted just the mirror, and I suppose it's better than wanting me.
Well, yes.
Hmm.
So they realized we hadn't already stolen it. Knew we already had it.
I have no idea. Maybe they came to see. They found it and didn't go looking any further. Psychometry!
Who saw that coming? Admit it. Who saw it coming? Also made by 5.
What are you
Sen could roll
psychometry?
Sen could roll psychometry, and then they will have seen it coming. They will see it having come.
I think that's right. It took me a moment, but I think that's right.
Is there a
I am
language arts
psychometrizing.
teacher among our listening base?
If so, go ahead and write in.
Leave a comment at the aforementioned channels.
I am not going to try to conjugate Sith and the future perfect.
Yeah, we know how that ends.
Never without their permission.
Yes, when
Ellie has
definitely-
heard me rant about conjugating Sith.
And I am the result of conjugating Sith. So we're back to me.
They're very congenial.
Sith, Sath, Sooth.
No.
No.
You're a mean one, Mr. Darth.
No, no,
No.
no,
No.
no. Oh, God, no.
Look, if this is coming out in
It's like
December, it's
traumatizing.
topical.
Oh, no, you're right.
This is the Christmas
One of the
episode.
tables.
Right.
I'm trying
shutting
really
up.
hard to answer the question that was asked.
sorry.
Yes, answer the question, Neil. Answer the question. Sorry, answer the question, and Duxa.
I'm psychometrizing one of the tables that was moved.
Okay. It was shoved out of the way unceremoniously by someone who did not actually use their hands to do it. You made it by 5. You have force sense stuff it would have made it by at least some amount, I believe. Yeah, you rolled a 10. Someone used the force on this table to move it and did not bother doing so in any kind of precise way. They just sort of went shove, presumably because they were dragging or semi-dragging a large mirror.
Amateurs.
Ran, if you saw what I had seen, if you had seen what I saw, if I'm back on tenses again,
Well, we're at a
you
curio
would have
shop. Over
shouted
there's a teepee.
something very untoward. As it is, Barlow, I'm sorry. This is, well, it almost certainly is my fault. But I'm just glad you're not hurt.
It's
And-
fine. It's fine. If I thought you meant to do it, I wouldn't have called you.
Well, we can at least pay for the door.
Insurance. Insurance
Uh-huh.
will get it eventually.
All right. Then,
I'll have you buy some of the slow moving stuff. Maybe you can
yes,
send it to your hotel or your ship.
either one should be fine.
Tell
If,
me
I'll give him the contact information.
he'll scribble it down. You'll get some dusty things that haven't been selling. That's all.
That's fine. More than happy to add to my collection.
Mm.
And may we take a look at that? May we take a look at that recording?
Certainly, I gave a copy to the cops, but here he pulls out a data stick and a little holo projector. It's only a flat screen, but sets it up. What you get is someone. There's a little flash of light, and then someone comes in through the front door. And by little flash of light, I mean that it's near where the lock is, and whatever it is apparently makes the front door openable. They weave through the apparently very dark room without bumping into anything. Go through, sort of hunch over the door. There's another flash of light, the door into the dwelling portion of this shop apartment thing. Little flash of light that the camera does not actually pick up very well, since it's apparently a camera that is mostly to see if people have been shoplifting and not necessarily, notice what they're doing with the door. Person fiddles with the, pauses a moment, fiddles with the door a bit, goes in. There's a little bit of, time, Barlow presses the fast forward button, and person comes out through the door, having shoved it further open, dragging the mirror, but in a way that suggests that the mirror does not actually weigh as much as it should. Goes that table that Antux is standing above, gets close to it, sort of kicks at it, does not connect. The table goes flying. Takes it to the front door, goes out, leaves the door wide open, etc. Barlow presses the button. And there's the personal quarters one that I did here, which basically it looks like it's something that was filming from the end of the kitchenette area, which you can't actually see very well, but it's a little corner in there. You can move your characters to look at it if you want. Someone went down to the end of the hall, pulled the cover off of the mirror, stood looking at it for a bit. You can see from this angle, sort of over their shoulder, that they are wearing a mask that has maybe a pale stripe down the middle. They cover the mirror back over, they drag it out, it's the same thing. Nothing was in their way, they don't bother shoving anything around. They went straight for it. Well, they went straight down the hall and didn't want anything else, apparently.
This wasn't someone looking for the mirror. They knew exactly where it was.
Well, it is at the end of the hallway, and it looks like a mirror, so if they knew what the original looked like, glad I didn't keep it in my bedroom.
Does that mask jibe with what we've seen of the Ebony Veils mask?
No, but it does, however.
No, but it jibes with the person who gave the bomb to the nephew of Berekti.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that interesting?
Muttering among yourselves, or are you letting Barlow hear some of this?
I don't think it would occur to me to not... Yeah, I don't think Antuxa would bother keeping her voice down.
Barlow, someone in a mask has been handing bombs to one of the Berekti boys?
They've been going after everyone.
Everyone who did certain things.
Acquired a recent hand injury. Yes.
Yes. Boss Bampa and insert name here.
Elonius Dornva.
Boss Bampa and Dornva, who runs the Thamol Glass Company, have both been found dead within the past 24 hours. Berekti would have been found dead quite a bit earlier than that, but, sometimes there's a bomb, and sometimes you have a little bit of trouble getting rid of it.
And I'm sure you heard someone tried to off Sandcast.
Heard that.
Too.
Heard there was an explosion out near the Berekti building.
Yes,
Someone
that was us. I mean, we didn't plant the bomb. We got rid of the bomb. I was trying to take it out to sea, but...
You tried to have us go through a force field with the bomb designed to blow up when it went through a force field, yes.
I didn't know that yet. You didn't know that either.
Somewhere...
And this is why I should always be with you guys when some weird tech thing is happening.
Somewhere there's a Jawa going, Utini, which is, I could have told you if you'd asked, but I'm not even in the session. Canonically, I'm probably still alive, but that's besides the point.
Also, I need to study up on bombs more.
I know a tutor.
Barlow, I fear I don't have any books on bombs. You three have talents, don't you?
Well, I'm not one to brag.
Slight.
I talked over Ellie again.
I just said, however slight.
Yeah, Barlow sort of steeples his fingers in front of his chin, nods. Well, at least you're interested in the arts of skill, he says, looking approvingly at Rand, who he knows bought several of the sleight of hand books.
Well, misdirection comes in many forms.
Yes. Does look like that kick didn't connect to the table, did it?
Not even close. Frankly, I'm offended that they were so crass about it.
Had to pick up all the little glass eyeballs and the runes and the dice and such.
Is the room still in disarray for the most part?
It's not in disarray. It looks like basically it was hastily tidied up so that if people came in and wanted to buy things, stuff would be on the shelves. But there's, most of the stuff that's in disarray was the table was the worst of it, and some other stuff looks like it's been rummaged through. The cops may have rummaged through some of it. It's possible people might have wandered in to rummage through. It's not like it's the best city on Ord Mantell for if you have your door open at night.
This does not strike me as a situation where I'd be able to just roll a telekinesis other roll and clean the shop.
Sadly, no. No,
But
it
would be
looks like it's the
funny.
sort of thing you'd have to know. Alas,
Oh,
alas.
Alas and alack. Oh well.
Well, anyway, also that mirror is a bit harder to move than they were making it look like, so. One of the people who have natural talents, using them for petty theft. Well, not so petty. I paid for that mirror. Don't worry. That it had insurance on it. Of course, I put insurance on it. It was a prized possession. If you happen to get
Unfortunately,
it back, I would appreciate it. But if you don't, oh well.
you did say it was a replica, correct?
Correct.
So, then the question is, what would the Ebony Veil and their accomplices need with a replica?
Well, I had been telling people about walked out of the mirror here.
Yes, but also that it wasn't here anymore.
Yes. Apparently someone decided to come looking.
Or perhaps rumors get, muddled in the retelling sometimes.
Also possible. Someone might have gotten the mirror, walked out of the mirror and not gotten the part about, oh, and it's not here anymore, but
Well, we'll see what we can find out.
I just thought you should know that there's someone talented wandering around out here.
Oh, we already knew that part, but thank you.
We do appreciate the confirmation, though.
Yes.
You say Dornva's dead? I haven't seen that in the papers.
Not everyone knows.
No, I think... Yes. I think it may be some time before his death is announced. There is... well, unlike Bampa, there is some mystery around his passing.
Bampa's gang war, it's hard to get any less mysterious than that, except for figuring out which gang. No one's taken credit yet.
True. Well, I will let you know if I believe your life or livelihood is in further danger. Otherwise...
Couldn't be.
Yes, just whatever you decide to send me, bill me for it. And, well, you know I'm good for it.
Don't worry, I'll make sure it's something interesting at least. A grab bag. Besides, if I can get a actual cost that I've sold some of these things, and if anything that I find missing when I do a proper inventory, I can add to the insurance bill. I think some of the police may have wandered off with a few of the little shiny bits.
Perhaps we can help with the inventory as well.
No, don't worry. It's having more people's more distraction than it's worth. You know how that goes.
That's very fair. I certainly do. Anyway, if you would be so kind as to excuse me, I am afraid I need to place a call.
Of course, no worries at all. Have a productive day.
I shall certainly do my best. And Tuxa is not going to demand that anybody else do so, but she is going to step outside and call Berekti.
Okay.
Rand's going to, and Tuxa's doing that. I almost said while Ellie's doing that. While Tuxa's doing that, Rand is still going to look for interesting things, but as he's looking around at interesting things, anything that looks somewhat rummaged, when he looks at it, he just moves it a little bit so it looks more like it's supposed to be there in that position.
You're trying to tidy up.
I'm not actively trying to tidy up everything, but, while I'm here, my family... Yeah. My family plays a game called Since You's. Since You's
here?
Since You's up. Could you go and get one of those for me too? Well, in this case, since You's here, just, this thing's at a 45-degree angle. It should be at a 90-degree angle. Fixed? Okay. Leave things a little bit nicer than how you found them.
Mm-hmm. After a moment, you will probably get Barlow coming through with a data pad that looks like it's a catalog and just sort of ticking things off and letting you go through with them, etc. Yeah. letting you do the tidying while he's doing the inventorying. Sen,
Yeah.
anything you're doing, following Antuxa or assisting with the tidying?
I will follow Antuxa.
Okay. And
We've been playing for just over an hour.
we have, and we've been recording. Well, at least we've been recording and answering questions and whatnot. So yes, let's take a short break. Let's take a short break. I should probably run to the check for paladins too.
And that's when I said punchline. And now you all have an asset to telling bad jokes.
Yeah, that's fair, really. That's fair.
Get
Antux
your
is a
own
speaker.
stick.
Antux was going to make a holocall.
Yes, I was.
Sen
I
has
need
followed
to.
in.
Yes, Sen has followed. I need to speak to Berekti.
After you do your identification again, you will get routed to Berekti, who, yeah, I'm holed up. Haven't gotten any attacks yet.
Well, that's good to know. Actually, I was hoping you could put me in touch with your nephew.
Has he done something wrong?
No, but, well, someone he knows has. I'm sort of following a chain of events here. A chain of people, a conga line. Anyway, your young nephew has had dealings with a man who stole something from a shop I'm involved in last night, and I would very much like to talk to them.
He should be at his day job.
And that's the
Funeral.
garage. Oh, no, the funeral home, that's right.
Yeah, he's got the funeral home. After all, people like to have funeral containers shipped around everywhere, you know?
Of course. I understand entirely. I got my day job and my hobby backwards, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look for him there.
All right.
Thank you so
hopefully
much,
he's
and do
not-
stay safe.
Yeah, try not to kill him if he hasn't done something absolutely stupid, if you could.
I will promise to do my absolute best not to kill him. It really is the man he knows I'm interested in.
Okay,
Thank you, dear. You stay safe.
doing my best. Don't like it that boss Banpa's people got. That was weird, all right? Especially him. Trying
Oh,
to
yes.
figure out what the autopsy says for him, but the art haven't done it yet, I hear. Either that or I need to bump up a few bribes.
Well, it has not been reported yet, but you should know that Dornova's gone too.
All right.
Although that one was substantially more mundane. He was hit over the head and stabbed in the back, possibly separately.
Right. Should I ask how you know?
I have a lot of very interesting ways of finding things out. In my case, I happened to be going by the glass factory. I knew he'd been having trouble with it and that his creditors were on him. I thought perhaps I'd make an offer to take it off his hands.
Well, it's not like it's been incredibly successful, so I hope you don't regret it.
Well, I hope I don't either, but these things have a way of working themselves out for me. So I have faith.
Did he not want to sell, or?
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm afraid I don't know what he wanted. When I got there, he was lying on the floor. Now, I will confess, and this is somewhat of a confession, I think you're the second person I've told about this. So, oh, no, perhaps the third. But regardless, the police don't know, I don't think. Not unless someone at the glass factory has tipped them off. So,
I'll keep
It
my
might-
mouth shut.
it might be best if you kept this under your hat, yes.
Good thing I answered you on the secure comm.
Indeed. But I just wanted to let you know in case someone asked you about it. Now you have time to get your story straight.
As it happens, as far as I know, everybody should be pretty much alibied.
Oh no, I understand. But now you'll know that you need to be prepared to have an alibi.
That's fair. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Anyway, I'll let you go. I
Have a funeral home to visit?
have a funeral home to visit.
All right. Good luck.
I'd say to my chagrin, but I am unfortunately quite used to dealing with dead bodies.
Well, sometimes it just comes with the job.
Indeed. All right. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later.
Mm. The comm connection is cut.
And Tuxa has a lot of experience with dead bodies. What? Oh, so she's some type of investigator? Oh, I know. She's an archaeologist. No. Technically, she's an accountant.
She likes to find out where the bodies are buried.
Which is something you say
Anyway,
if you
I'm-
are, in fact, an archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, I'm glad I didn't say that in front of a reporter. They're standing right behind me, aren't they? No, I'm standing in front of you.
I'm the one standing right behind you.
You do such a good job of that, dear.
Thanks. I do my best.
The reporter is standing just out of earshot over there because Sen looked at them.
Mhm.
And if you get out your boom mic, I will make your mic go boom.
Mhm.
Oh, please let her do it. She hasn't gotten to use Force Lightning for the entire arc. Which is a pun. I just realized it, and I'm owning it. Intend your puns, you cowards.
Rand, darling, we have a lot of dead bodies to go see.
Rand exits the shop, possibly pocketing 2 or 3 knickknacks that were purchased as impulses. It might be that...
there's a Togruta finger trap in there.
Oh, no, that's stuck on his finger.
Yes.
It was in his pocket, and then he pulled his hand back out, and it was not in his pocket anymore.
You've also got a couple of necklace things that have the little lockets that have a little trick fake back in them. You can stuff some ultra fine handkerchiefs in there, so you can like pull 5 of them out of something that looks like it's, just a little pendant. Stuff like that.
It's possible that not all of the stuff that gets shipped to us is going to be the slow-moving inventory, because Rand picked out a few things along the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's great when money is just this nebulous thing that we're referring to without actually counting credits.
I mean, you've sort of got an expense account, so to some extent you just have to discuss it with your master afterwards, but I figure that this is definitely incidentals.
Okay, so I have a glass factory. You've explained why. Now, why do I have a warehouse full of fake occult knickknacks?
To
We left
irritate
Ran
mysteries with.
in the shop unattended. Yes, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. Yes, you've taken a you problem and made it everyone else's problem. That is the Sith way. Very good.
Continue.
We're still punishing you for this.
It is so. Now, there is a rational reason for this. There is. Biotics has a line of. They're trying to produce lean humanoid hybrids. And the idea is to try to introduce them to society. And in order to do that, they're going to need, well, money. And the member of logistics who is in charge of liaising with Biotics about this, an apprentice named Patricla, her last name is something wacky, insists on having at least something as collateral when we lend money out. It's a line of credit. She wants to make sure that we have something in return. And so I figure with a warehouse full of these little trinkets, we can perhaps help Biotics. Our friend, what was his name? With the granddaughter. Well, anyway, the character would remember. We do favors for each other now and again. And so when the time comes and they have their first lean humanoid hybrid out and about and looking for a line of credit, we can supply them with one of the 2 of these little knickknacks so that when this apprentice Patroglos insists on having something in return for the line of credit, we can say, well, it's a knickknack, paddywhack. Give the frog alone.
Yep.
I knew where you were headed. I saw the destination on your GPS, and I said, I am sitting back and enjoying this ride.
Yep.
I was not quite grasping where you were going. I knew you were going to a punchline, but I had not quite grasped that it was that one.
I knew immediately it was a Shaggy Dog story, and it cinched what the punchline would be when you used the word knick-knack.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. I meant to say trinket, but even the best of us slip up.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway,
Ah.
we are headed to see a man about whom there are some dead bodies. About a different man.
As you head off, you do in fact see that reporter from the other day come round the corner and go into the shop. Perhaps the robbery was at least somewhat interesting. I think that I will shove everybody back onto the tourist map on the grounds that that's not the tourist map.
Oh, hello, Marco.
Yes.
The map didn't even finish loading for me before you said that, but it did say loading the Maud glass and transparent ground floor. Oh, transparasteel ground floor.
Yes.
Transparasteel, way stronger than transparent aluminum.
In theory.
You don't
It all
even have to
depends on
talk
how
into a
many
computer
layers.
mouse to set it up.
Are you sure about that?
This is Star Wars. They don't have computer mice. They have mouse droids. Those aren't the same thing, even if linguistically they kind of are.
Okay, I will. You get to the place of residence, a place of work of the nephew in question,
Oh,
who I will make sure that you can mouse over and see him. Yes, there
I'm
we
still
are.
on the glass factory. I'm moving over manually.
It should, I don't know why you're still on the glass.
One of us is still there, too.
Yeah?
I'm not sure why I'm here. It just did this.
It's if you
Yes,
look
I
over at the
accident-
top left, you should still see the tourist map as one of the things you can click on.
Okay.
When you
Okay,
click
there
on
we
it,
go.
it'll fix everything.
There you are.
It's because it hadn't finished loading yet for them.
Figures. Sorry. His actual place that he works is not like in this vicinity, but I'm not bothering to move all you people around. I'll just move him down. You can get there. He's got everything looking nice, and this is the sort of funeral home, and obviously they do a trade in containers for appropriate inhumation or burial or whatever customs among throughout the galaxy, certainly throughout this planet, and also putting things into the containers is a great way to do smuggling. But don't no one's saying that out loud.
So
obviously.
you ordered a casket for your dear departed uncle. Yes, I miss him so. How many uncles did you have? Well, quite a few, actually. And you keep sending your uncles into space. Yes, well, it's tradition. They preferred sky burials. Mm-hmm.
Still do.
Moving on.
It's called the Haven of Peace. It's a thing.
Also, for the record, I have my umbrella back.
You have your umbrella back. He comes out, says, yeah, you're here. Hi. I hope that there's not any more problem from the other day.
Hello, darling. Well, yes and no. Is there somewhere private we could talk?
I'll kick everyone out of the basement.
I will wait for him to do that.
He will vanish for a moment.
I suppose, if you don't mind hearing this in public.
No, I'm fine with some privacy. Privacy sounds wonderful. I'm going to assume that you'd rather be on good terms with my uncle, so I'm fine with having a private talk. He will kick everybody out of the basement, and you have a lot of the basement is clearly where the extra stock is stored, and also a fascinating number of unmarked crates crates that might have had markings at one point, but someone has draped a cloth over them. A whole bunch of other things that also have cloths draped over them that might be coffins. You get the idea.
Nothing
Sort of.
here is mirror shaped.
No, nothing appears to be mirror shaped, although, I mean, some of them are big enough because have you ever tried making a coffin for a basilisk? They're big. They got 4 arms.
I mean, they can be compressed.
Well, yeah, but
No.
I wasn't offering.
Besides, everybody here has 4 arms. Oh, I see what you mean.
well, they have 4 of them. The 4 arms, I mean,
Mhm.
and 4 of the upper arms too. And 4 and
Would
4 of
would that
elbows.
mean? What would that be? 8 arms or 16? I'm not sure if it's addition or multiplication here.
Well, there are some things here that look like they could in fact hold that mirror. You remember it. But he isn't acting particularly like he thinks that there's going to be a problem down here. So, sort of, there's a few chairs somewhere around, or you can sit on one of the crates, just poke it, make sure it's not open. What can I do for you?
Well, let's find out.
Don't worry.
Not to put too fine a point on it, we're looking for someone of your acquaintance who wears a mask with a stripe down the center.
I've I've never I've never I've never seen anyone like that. I don't remember seeing anyone like that.
Well, now that presents me a problem. You see, it sounds an awful lot like you've been coached to say that. Either
I
coached or coached.
I don't remember anyone like that.
Oh, I know
Is
what this
he-
sounds like.
Does this sound like what it sounds like?
It sounds like it sounds either like someone who is saying something that they think is being recorded in a text format, because that tone of voice is definitely, it's like he's racking his brains on something and this is what is coming out.
Understood.
And this does sound like possibly someone who is trying to fight mind tricks, or someone who, it's either that or someone who for some reason is trying to telegraph that you absolutely positively cannot have heard it from them.
All right. Let me phrase this a different way and see if a different answer comes out.
Okay. That sounds more normal.
If I were to find a person with a mask with a stripe down the center, entirely randomly, without anyone having given me this information, and certainly not you, where might I find them? If I were a person with such a mask, where would I be?
On us. I don't know. I don't understand what you're asking.
All right, dear. I can't tell if someone has done something terrible to you, or if I'm just not communicating, but back in your uncle's office when we were talking, I said that I had ways of getting information out of people, and I really do apologize for what I'm about to do.
Ooh, mind probe. Skill. I grow tired of asking. Made by 2.
And she reaches out quickly and puts her hand like fingertips on his forehead.
Mhm.
So you don't facepalm him, is what you're saying.
No.
Well, it might be a little dangerous. He is a Zabrak, and he's got the horns.
And I'm not doing the Vulcan mind meld thing.
No. All right, made it by 2. He is baffled, a bit worried, somewhat eep about the whole situation, and he has definitely been mind tricked, because the way his brain is sliding around on the question is hitting this wall of he doesn't remember this. He's never seen this person before.
I was going to say, to reference another one of Ellie's renamed abilities, like clay to the wheel. And then you said it's like hitting a wall. And I thought, well, I remember my college ceramics class. And Yes, this still tracks if you press that little pedal too hard.
Yeah.
Spat!
Look, they cleaned the floors in the ceramics lab. They never cleaned the wall, and there were layers. It was the most dirt laden onion. I will not call it a parfait.
Ew.
It looked more like a parfait, to be honest.
It had layers. Archaeology.
Oh,
Yeah, he was mind tricked
archaeology.
into. Yes. It's got layers. Sediment.
Oh, okay. I
And
thought
took
maybe I
the.
clicked the wrong button.
No, no. You definitely he has been you're quite sure he has been mind tricked. He was very probably told that you don't remember this and you never saw me.
Can I use my own mind tricks to blast past that?
You're going to need him to either be cooperating or have your companions sit on him. And you might need to actually, because he's starting to jerk away, and out of sheer, this is very surprising and a little bit oogie.
Yeah, that's understandable. Sen, Rand, darling, would you be so kind as to provide some support for our friend here?
Hey, Tony,
Yeah.
someone's done something to your head, and we've got to undo it.
Yeah. Okay. That's all real weird. What the criff? What the criff? What the criff?
People do sometimes say that about me. I never understood why.
What the criff?
Look on the bright side here. It means that whole mess with the bomb and stuff, that wasn't your fault.
I mean, I don't know how that could have I
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be okay.
what
You'll know what's going on after.
that felt
But
really
you're gonna
okay.
you're gonna
Okay.
want to sit down, all right?
There's a proper chair over behind that crate over there. It's got a back and everything. Are you going to tie me to it? Please don't tie me to a chair. My uncle hate that.
I'm not gonna tie you to a chair.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. He will indeed sit down for it. You probably feel like you might want to have people ready to grab him in some fashion or other, just in case.
Yeah, I am going to suggest that perhaps Sen and Rand be prepared to.
Yeah, Sun is definitely prepared too, but right now they are being a vaguely reassuring hand, if only through sounding like they definitely know what's going on and it's going to be fine.
And Ran is here to show that we don't need to tie him to a chair if he needs to stay in the chair.
Yeah.
That too.
But I'm not acting yet because everything is going just fine and there's nothing wrong.
How are you?
This is not
This
a
is
boring
an interesting
conversation.
conversation.
A Tony really
Which
wishes
is
it were
good
boring.
because no one is getting shot with.
I was about to sip my water. 1 second later, and I'd be running for paper towels.
Oh no.
Now, the question is, which skill should I roll? Mind tricks or mind probe?
Let's see.
If I want to dispel this,
Do you want to dispel it for him, or do you want to get past it with your probe
I want to
and not
dispel it.
care? Mind tricks.
Okay.
You've made a successful mind probe already. I might make you do another mind probe again if you lost contact at all, but it's definitely mind tricks that's going to have to beat the success of the original mind tricks.
Question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I also have that skill. Is there any way I can lend help?
the mind trick skill or mind probe.
Mind tricks.
If you are going to be able to get him to lower his defenses, so to speak, using your mind tricks to calm him, that could probably provide like a +1.
I will do my best to then I say as I spend a fatigue. If Antux is okay with that?
Antux is definitely okay with that. This doesn't have to be a solo effort. It's better when we work together.
Okay, made by 2. You're calming, etc. Is he going to natively resist this, or is he actually going to let it happen? He's sort of pushing back at first. Look, you people aren't Jedi or something, right?
No.
Or something.
I am not going to get my uncle in trouble by doing this, right?
Definitely
No, in
not.
fact, you may be saving his life by doing this.
Right. Let me get comfortable. He does a certain amount of adjusting himself in the seat. Okay, you can make perception rolls if you care particularly. And then he will just sort of, settle himself, hands on his, upper thigh kind of look. You think he may have
Oh.
turned on a recorder somehow on that perception roll.
That
'Cause
should
you
only
beat
be
that by 6.
made it by 6.
Yeah,
That should only be made it by 6.
yes.
The
Only.
+3 is for something else.
Right. You have a strong suspicion he just turned on a recorder somewhere so that if you try to tell him to forget all this, that he will have something to remember it by.
Instead, you tell him to remember everything. Suddenly, he flashes back to 3rd grade math class.
The worst. Goes, okay, I'm ready. Then you can get that +1, and Tuxa. Sen can contribute a +1 on that, and Tuxa, go for it.
I have also spent fatigue on this.
Okay.
Now,
Do I see yours here? There's your mind probe.
no, I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
Tony, I know this is difficult, but I want you to remember everything that anyone has told you to forget over the last week. Now, let's make it the last month, just to be on the safe side.
Okay. That's including the bonus
+1,
from
yes.
Sin. That's including 3 fatigue?
Mm-hmm. Well, 3 energy reserve.
Yeah, 3 energy reserve. New target, 22. You're very good at mind tricks. You rolled a 10. You made it by 12.
Those are rand numbers.
Yes, those are rand numbers.
I love that that's what we're calling it now.
Okay. You can sort of see his eyes widen. He sort of catches his breath. He starts hyperventilating a little bit, bends forwards a little in the chair. He is, instead of just sort of laying his hands on his legs the way people do when their chair doesn't have good arms, he's sort of clutching at his pants legs there and is swearing a lot in basic and also a few words in Iridonian Zabrak, various dialects that are pretty clearly swearing.
All right. Well, that one's. I know that one. Ooh, that one's. No, I've heard those words before, but not in this combination. I'm writing this down.
It was a person in a how the crift you walk around in a robe like that and not make people wonder what the criff you're doing. That's not a standard. That's not a standard raincoat. Just a blank oval mask with a line.
Yes.
With a line down it. Yeah. Like, not even sure there were eyes drawn on it. Maybe. Hard to tell. Gloves. I don't know. The voice modulator didn't. It wasn't a real voice, but handed it to me. Handed me a criffing box and said, "Put it in the front seat." And I put it in the front seat, and I got in the back seat. Why would I get in the back seat? I don't care about being in the back seat. Like, I want the people to think the droid is doing all the work. And then I took it back and I flew it through the force screen and I left it there. I said, the criff. No, I don't think I've ever seen him before that.
All right. Did he happen to touch anything while he was here?
He wasn't here. It was at the It was at the shop, the air car shop. You know,
I see. Well,
he was just walking around like he owned the place, and nobody paid him any attention.
fascinating.
Or she. I can't tell. I don't know.
Of course. I understand. You've given us all you can.
Griff. Feels like I sneezed my brains out, except it wasn't actual brains. Griff. I didn't sneeze.
Feel any better now?
I don't know. I think I have a headache. Griff. What drug was yeah, that yeah, everything else is like, little stuff like, the thank you, forget it kind of stuff. But no, that one.
All right. Barakti, when you hear this, you have my assurance that your nephew was operating under a compulsion.
Oh, great. You saw me turning on the recorder. Great. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I'll thanks. Griff.
Thank you so much. You have my word that we mean you no further harm.
Hope that's
I-
not harm. No, that's fine.
I'm very sorry that this was difficult, but at least we have a new lead. So, what do you say we pay a visit to the garage?
That sounds like a good plan.
Want me to call
Thank-
ahead for you? They are, they're supposed to be careful. They're supposed to be, loyal.
Yes, please. I understand how these things work.
I'll call ahead. I'll say that we're referring people questions about stuff.
Thank you very
So-
much.
Tell them to cooperate. Right. Quit the Griff.
Will
I swear I'm not that stupid usually.
It's not about being stupid. Don't worry about that. It's about, well, you can't be expected to make good decisions if you're on, like, spice or drunk out of your mind or something. It's like that.
Only you didn't have a
Except-
say in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even get the good trip. Usually I handle it. That kind of ugh. Okay, yeah. Griff. Right. Thanks. Thanks. I'll try to keep watch or check the criffing cams and stuff. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. He straightens his clothes out, stands up. Clearly he is pulling himself back together. He has not just had some kind of horrible mental invasion that also got rid of a worse one.
Oh, am I misunderstanding what happened?
Oh no, he's well, you used the mind tricks, and the mind tricks also wiped away the other mind tricks, and then there was a mind probe, and his brain feels a little bit like someone's been marching armies back and forth across it.
He's got the hangover without the fun part.
Yes, he's got the hangover without the fun part.
Yes. I wouldn't know.
So, here, let me escort you back to the nice part of the parlor. Whoa.
Thank you, darling. You have been most helpful. And
Hope you can find whoever it is who tried to use me to blow up my uncle.
I will reassure your uncle that you had no say in the matter. And you don't ever have to give him that recording if you don't want to.
It's fair, I'll do it.
All right. Well, we are getting closer and closer to our mysterious person in the striped mask. And, well,
They had an accent.
an accent.
The voice coder, they had an accent. A little bit like yours.
How interesting. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Skulking around in the shadows, turning people against their relatives, mimicking my accent.
Nah, I know it wasn't yours.
I'm being ridiculous. But I do perhaps think it's time they found out what a proper villain looks like.
You're a lot better dressed than they were.
I was trying to hand you a line to end on.
Sorry.
Well,
I will let you all. You are all escorted out, and you may do some final lines to end on for the evening.
I think everybody's squared away for the night. What do you say we go back to the hotel, plan out our next moves, and in the morning, we can pay a visit to the garage and see what the
Sounds like-
things there have to say.
That's
Ran?
excellent.
Definitely.
But before we do any of that, can anyone help me with this finger trap?
Sen takes out their lightsaber.
No, that wouldn't get the finger out. That would just get the finger off. It's not the same thing. You were about to ask Ran a more serious question.
I was about to ask Ran what he thought of the plan.
Seems like an excellent idea. But I think this finger trap is cutting off a bit of the circulation. That's all. It's distracting.
Ran,
What? Like you wouldn't have put your
Can't you-
finger in this either.
can't you just,
Yes, but it's the principle of the thing.
I've got a knife.
Wrong principle.
Scissors?
Look, I'm pretty sure you just need to press here and here.
I tell you what, I'll hail a taxi.
As the taxi arrives, Sen and Ran are both caught in the same finger puzzle.
Well, you got one finger out, so now here's the other one. Right? No.
Why does it even have that lever?
In my head canon, Ran only ever had one finger stuck in it. And that is actually why he couldn't get his finger out, because you need both fingers in it to unlock it.
You have to stick your finger in like that, but if you don't twist it just right, yeah. Thank you all for playing. Thank everyone for listening. Remember, you can send your questions in, and eventually they might actually get answered, especially if they're funny. And tonight had Eo and Crash and Ely. And does anyone want to plug anything?
Eo's mom writes books.
At elizabethmccoy.com. And you can check them out on Hoopla. You can ask your library to get them and read them as ebooks on Libby. And you can buy them at like the smashwords.com site and other places if you prefer Kobo or Nook or something. And speaking of cool things that you can find places,
Well, we take all these shows and put them over on aaronbsmith.com. And we link to a few other things that I've made there too. We also have me burping from drinking water too fast, but that's besides the point. We also are on the on Patreon at patreon.com/cogwheelgaming, where you can help us keep the lights on, along with other illustrious patrons, including Ellie, Shanshan, Walter, Liv Drummond, and patron emeritus Cindy.
until next time, this is Beth saying, all right, that's certainly a trap that I just got in my email inbox. I better call the out-of-towners.
What even is Backer Kit?
Good night, you lunatics.
And now you all have an asset in getting your fingers out of a Torruda finger trap. Whatever that is. Sounds annoying.
Trust me, darling. I already have plenty of assets in not getting my fingers into them.
Yes,
I
well,
think it's something that somebody left on the craft services table.
Oops.
Oops. Good night.
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Good night.